How's it going, guys? Welcome back to TheBlueShifting and welcome back to Steinsgate, Linear Bounded Phenogram, where we are on the Mayuri story, and she has actually been time leaping. Well, once. I'm wondering if she's going to do it again, but right now she's kind of on a hurrah with Okabe, because I think she's planning on somehow removing herself from his life so that he and Kurisu can just move forward and not worry about her. I'm worried that that's her plan, that she's somehow going to time leap after she kind of spends time with Okabe way back before all this started and just run away. I have no idea if that's going to work, but I think that's what her plan is. So let's see if I'm right. Fetch, man, I don't know. It's a tough situation, but I can see the stars aligning here. Anyway, here we go. When we reach Ikebukuro, we head to the grandmother's grave. I thought of all the kinds of places, but this was the only place that seemed right.
墓参りならこの間したばかりだろ。肝試しでもするつもりか？
肝なんて試さないよ。だってマユシーはお化けとか別に怖くないもん。
Yeah.
見た目によらず結構たくましいよな、マユリは。
No, she's scared of reality. I'd be scared of reality in your reality. Heck, I'm scared of my reality sometimes.
悪いお化けはちょっと怖いかもだけど、お化けのおばあちゃんなら大歓迎っていう意味なのです。
ああ。
そうか。まあそうだよな。
ここはマユシーにとって特別な場所だから、たまにこうやって散歩しに来るの。静かだし、星が一番綺麗に見えるし、なんだかとっても落ち着くんだ。
Imagine in Tokyo you can't see the stars very much. Heck, I can't see them very well where I currently live, but I grew up being able to see them really, really well. I miss that, actually. I have a love of the stars. Physics, astronomy, like, my passion for those subjects came from my love of the stars and space as a kid. I read every book on space I could get my hands on ever since I was 4 years old.
なるほど。ここはさしずめ、マユリにとってのサンクチュアリといったところか。
Sanctuary. Wonder what they're going to say for this one. So this is a Chunibyo version. Refers to a place that a person's personally feels is special to them, a place one doesn't want others to intrude upon. Those afflicted with Chunibyo love to use this word. Examples of how they use it: don't you dare dirty my sanctuary. Translation: get out of my room. Makes sense. But I think we all need to have sanctuaries, but they don't have to be a physical place. It could be a book, it could be a music, like a specific song. A way that you can kind of block out the world and kind of reanalyze everything.
サンチュ。まあ、そんなものかな。
いや、適当に合わせるな。本当はよくわかってないだろう。サンチュは肉を巻く野菜のことだ。
Ooh, Songshu. I'll have to see what that is. Is that lettuce? Like Japanese for lettuce? Or is it something else I've never heard of?
バレちゃった？
まあいい。いつものことだ。それで、人質はどうすればいい？
ここ、マユシーの定位置なんだ。オカリンも座って。
Okay. I sit down on the round stone near Grandma's grave, then scoot over a bit to make room for Okarin to sit. He sits down next to me. I look up at the night sky and I see stars spread out across the whole thing.
ほら、オカリン、見て。星すごいよ。綺麗でしょ。
Yeah.
ああ。
やっぱり。ここから見る星が一番綺麗だな。
That's something Mayuri and I have. Is we share a love of the stars, obviously. If I feel sad, I sometimes like to go stargazing. I like go stargazing normally, but it also is nice, like when I'm like contemplating heavy thoughts.
暗い方が星がよく見えるからな。
でも、それだけじゃなくて、ここはマユシーにとって、山中なんとかだからね。余計綺麗に見える気がするのかも。
I wonder what the Egyptians, when they built the pyramids, I wonder like they built them like based on their basic observations of astronomy. But I wonder like what their line of thinking was for that. You know, like did they see those tombs as just gaudy places to represent the influence of the person who built them? You know, like, oh, look what I was able to accomplish in my lifetime, or was there a more personal reason for it? Maybe especially about the first one. You know, what was the idea behind the first pyramid? Who was the one who brought it up? And the subsequent followers, like, did they lose sight of that purpose? Like the creation of a sanctuary to kind of help protect the one that was moving on. It's an interesting idea. It's always something I contemplate, like the origin. Like there's a lot of religious traditions that we see, observe, or grow up with, but like I like trying to understand where they all started from, because frankly a lot of them come from very humble and kind of understandable places from my experience. But then again, we don't know, so we only have to guess. But I tend to think that we are best guided if we try and relate it to ourselves, because while we live in a different time, the people from thousands of years ago were human just like us, and I think that we all are a lot more similar than we sometimes like to think.
サンクチュアリな。それはいわゆる脳内補正というやつだな。マユリはそういうの得意そうだよな。
Subconscious compensation. The two of us sit side by side, silently staring up at the night sky. Looking up at the starry sky when it's so quiet makes me feel like I'll be sucked into it. Time slowly passes by in silence.
いつもここに座ってね。空を眺めて、いろんなことを考えてたの。
一時は毎日来てたな。
オカリンも来てくれてたね。
マユリは俺の人質だからな。見張っておく義務があっただけだ。
Aww.
へへ、その説は本当にお世話になりました。あの時だけじゃなくて、オカリンにはいっぱいいっぱいお世話してもらっちゃってる。
Like the way that the voice actress does Mayuri's lines and the way they're written, like she just is like one of the most naturally like adorable sounding people.
ごめんね。
なぜ謝る？
だって迷惑かけちゃってるから。
お前一人の面倒を見るくらいどうってことはない。
オカリン、いつもそう言ってくれてたよね。マユシーはそんなオカリンに甘えてた。でもね、それじゃいけないかもとも思ってたんだよ。
What's Okabe gonna say?
マユリ、どうした？今日はなんだか変だぞ。何かあったのか？
何もないよ。
マユリは嘘が下手だな。
You're both bad at lying.
オカリンほどじゃないと思うけどな。
俺が嘘が下手？
Yeah, you are.
オカリンはいつも優しい嘘ばっかりマユシーについてくれてたでしょ。ちゃんとマユシーはわかってるよ。
さあ、何のことだ？全く思い当たる節などない。マユリの気のせいだろう。マユリは脳内補正が得意だからな。
Okabe feigns ignorance with a forced look of confusion, and I can't help but laugh.
もう、オカリンは昔からほんと天の弱だよね。変わらないんだから。
悪かったな。そういう星の下に生まれたんだから仕方ないだろう。
星のせいにしちゃダメだよ。
Yeah. Our conversation pauses and we're surrounded by silence again. I look at the night sky again and search for the usual star. Among the gentle twinkling stars, I quickly find the North Star, Polaris, shining especially bright. Which is an odd observation, because Polaris is definitely not one of the brightest stars. Bright enough that you can probably see it on most nights when it's clear, but it's not easy to see. If you ever want to see it, find the Big Dipper, which is pretty obvious to find. If you have the square that makes up the cup of the Dipper, the two stars furthest from the handle, draw an imaginary line. That line will intersect with the next brightest star you see, and a perfect line between those 2 points will be Polaris. And you can confirm it by looking for the pattern of the Little Dipper, but the rest of the stars of the Little Dipper are really dim, so if you're near a big city, you probably won't be able to see them. But like that is a surefire way to find it every time.
見つけた。
何をだ？
おばあちゃんが教えてくれた星。
Grandma taught me about the stars. With picture books in hand, she taught me about the easiest to find stars when I was a child. Polaris is the first one she was able to find. I stand up as though drawn toward its radiance. I stretch up, reaching for Polaris. I've always been jealous of that star, never changing, always shining in the same place. Well, I'm not going to spoil your mood then. I wish Grandma could have stayed with me forever, just like it has.
スターダストシェイクハンドか。
Mm.
マユリのその癖も変わらないな。
あの星をつかめたらね。マユシーもずっと変わらずにいられる気がして。
With my hand still stretched toward Polaris, I reveal the secret that I hadn't told anyone before.
あの星？
ポラリス。ずっと変わらずに同じ場所で輝く星。
変わらずにか。
うん。変わってしまうのはとても怖いから。おばあちゃんが死んじゃった後、マユシーの世界は何もかも変わっちゃったから。
Oh, Mayuri.
全部が灰色で何も感じなくなって、出口の見えない巨大迷路に迷い込んじゃったみたいで。
Looking back and remembering it makes my body tremble.
寂しくて怖くて。
I have a hard time continuing. It's like my entire body refuses to let me say anything more. But I wrap my arms around myself to stop my trembling and manage to open my mouth to continue. This is something I need to tell Okabe at the very least.
実はね、おばあちゃんが死んじゃった日、マユシーは一緒にお団子を作って食べようねって約束してたんだ。作り方を教えてくれるって。だけど、ちょうどその日、マユシーはお友達に誘われてお祭りに出かけちゃって、おばあちゃんとの約束を破っちゃった。
Gosh darn it.
おばあちゃんとはいつでも会えるし、また明日でもいいねって。だけど、その明日は来なかったんだ。
そうだったのか。
Yeah, did I, man?
おばあちゃん、急に体の具合が悪くなっちゃって。だけど、一人暮らしだったから、倒れたことに誰も気づかないまま。
Oh,
man. もしもあの時、マユシーがきちんと約束を守っていたら、 ばあちゃんは死なずに済んだのかもしれないって、ものすごく後悔した。
My wife had a similar experience. I'm not going to go into too much detail, but her dad passed away suddenly, unexpectedly. He was older, but not old enough where you really worried about it. We don't, yeah, just kind of a run of bad luck, really. And she'd been having trouble with him. He was very eccentric and kind of needed, like, psychotherapy, and didn't always take his meds, and could be very handful sometimes, and could be really frustrating. And he hadn't given her the best life growing up, but she cared about him, you know, because he was family. And she had been arguing with him because he was getting caught up in an MLM, and she was trying to convince him not to. He's a stubborn person, didn't seem to listen, and took it personally. And so they hadn't talked for a little while, but she called him and kind of apologized, saying that she was worried about, like, him making a foolish mistake, but that she didn't want to be not talking to him. They had that kind of make-up on the phone. And then that weekend she went down around where he lived to go and do some work, and she stopped by his apartment and knocked on the door. He didn't answer, so she tried calling him. He didn't answer, so she left him a voicemail and came home. You know, very typical. Just probably caught him while he was out walking around or something, and she had to go home. But after his neighbors kind of noticed he hadn't been coming out, they called a welfare check, and he'd passed away a few days before. And when they did the autopsy, she got an estimated time of day of death, and he had actually passed in his sleep because of a medical condition that nobody knew he had, not even him. And he had actually already expired when she went and visited his apartment, knocked on the door. He was there, but he wasn't there. She wrestled with this kind of idea for a while of, like, what if she had, you know, been more suspicious? What if she had responded more? Because it was around that day that things happened. And she wondered for a long time, in her grief, if maybe she had gone over earlier or been more persistent or peeked through a window, maybe she could have done something. I don't think she could have, based on the evidence. But those are thoughts you don't get rid of. And even if you can explain them away, there's that part of you that always wonders, you know, what if I had done something different? Could I have fixed this? And it's hard to watch someone go through that, and it's also hard to not, like Okabe, he's not going to know what to say here because there is nothing you can say, and it sucks because you want to say, you want to hug people, you want to hold them close and tell them it'll all be okay, and you can't.
でも、誰にもそんなこと言えなかった。マユシーがおばあちゃんを殺したんだって言われるのが怖くて。
そんなわけないだろう。
だけど、誰にも言えないままかもしれない。かもしれないって。そればかりが頭の中をぐるぐるして止まらなくて。
What a burden to carry when you're so young. Because they would have been in middle school, like 12 years old or something.
気がついたら、マユシーを取り巻く世界が灰色になっちゃってた。
I'm surprised. That would tear me apart. That would tear an adult apart. Imagine a child consumed with this guilt and fear that they might have been able to do something, and terrified to even express that thought, or fear of being called a criminal and a murderer.
防衛本能みたいなものだったんだろうな。
でもね、その迷路から助け出してくれたのはオカリンだったんだ。こっちが出口だよって教 教えてくれた。
I've been in that grave before too. I don't, after everything I'm thinking about right now, I don't want to talk about it per se, but I've been in that feeling of like a world gone gray. For me, I would describe it as a world without sound. I don't remember much about like a 7-month period of me being and grieving for something that ultimately wasn't that big of a deal, but it was earth-shattering to young me, and my world was gray, but like I said, I felt like I just kind of was drifting, and things happened, and I just didn't care. But I don't think I had any Okabe that pulled me out of it. I think I just kind of had to pull myself out of it, and it took so long, but I remember being outside when I finally did pull myself out. I think I had help from friends, but I remember being out in this kind of garden by my school and thinking being like, wow, there's a lot of really pretty flowers here. And just kind of, I'd been walking past that garden for the entire year and never once noticed the flowers. And I think that's the first time I kind of woke up. I was being alone in that garden and just kind of realizing that I was just letting things pass me by that I cared about, and I couldn't let that happen anymore.
あの時のマユリはどこか遠くへ行ってしまいそうで目を離せなかったからな。
オカリンの人質になってから少しずつ灰色の世界に色が戻ってきたんだ。オカリン、マユシーを人質にしてくれてありがとう。だけどもうマユシーのことはいいから。
それはどういう意味だ？
Okarin sharply glares at me, and I hesitate to keep talking. But I gather up my courage and desperately go on.
マユシーはやっぱりオカリンの重荷になりたくないから。オカリンの優しい嘘にこれ以上甘えてちゃダメだって思うから、いつか変わらなくちゃって思ってたから。だから
マユリ、何を言ってる？
I take a deep breath, calm my heart. If possible, I don't want to say these words, but I have to.
今日をもってマユシーはオカリンの人質を卒業しようと思います。
These are the words that you read them, and it's like if you ever took a screenshot of this out of context and showed it to somebody, they had no idea why these words mean so much.
なんだと？そんなことは認めん。勝手に決めるな。
オカリンはいっぱいいっぱいマユシーのせいで苦しんできたの。マユシーは知ってる。でもね、マユシーはオカリンが苦しむのはもうこれ以上見たくないよ。
Take the diary and blue upa from my bag behind me and hold them out to Okarin.
これオカリンに持っててもらいたいんだ。マユシーの代わりに。
Fetch, man.
ウーパと日記帳？
青ウーパはね、マユシーのウーパコレクションの中で一番お気に入りの子で、マユシーの宝物なんだ。
宝物なら自分で持っておけばいいだろう。
一番大事なものだからオカリンに持っててほしいの。ほら、青ウーパは水色だからマユシーのお気に入りのお洋服と同じ色だし。
Oh.
青ウーパを見るたびにマユシーのことも思い出してくれたら嬉しいなーって。
Yeah, blue upa, ao upa. I'm guessing that because ao is blue, right? And ao upa. That's interesting. It sounds like it's just like a single word.
変なことを言うな。俺がお前を忘れるはずがないだろう。 青ウーパーなんぞの手を借りる必要はない。
そんなこと言わないで。ね、オカリン。マユシーの日記帳と青ウーパーをね、マユシーの代わりに人質にしてあげて。
Okabe tries to hand the diary and blue Whoopa back to me, but I step back. Without this, there's nothing left. I have no regrets. Oh, you liar. All I need to do is press the send button on the message I prepared beforehand. Holy fetch, it's in her hand. My thumb hovers over the send button on my cell phone behind my back. This email is the door to a past where I never became Okabe's hostage. Is she gonna tell herself to make sure she sees her grandma? That would be the happy way to do this. Please, if you're gonna do something so crazy, at least make sure you do it in a good way. A message to fulfill the promise I broke with Grandma that day. A message that I'll send to my mom's cell phone in the past.
Mayuri? 何をするつもりだ？まさか！
オカリン、またいつか会おうね。きっと会えるよね。
Yeah. When Okabe notices me holding my cell phone behind my back, he grabs onto me.
Email! Mayuri! やめろ! やめるんだ!
You know what's insane? It's insane that holding a cell phone in Steinsgate is kind of like holding a pistol to your past, you know? Time leap's the same way, but like in this setting, she's self-sabotaging to fulfill her desire. But my gosh, it does feel like she's effectively like offing her own future. He's really strong. He grips my wrist and tries to get the phone out of my hand.
オカリン、またね。
I try my hardest to smile, but I'm frustrated that no matter how hard I try, it's a crying smile at best.
マユシーは、本当は、ずっとオカリンと、いたかったよ。
Say it, girl. Say it! Right before I'm about to drop the phone, I press the send button. The next moment, everything around me goes quiet. It's so quiet my ears hurt. Okabe's saying something, but I can't hear anymore. I don't know what he's saying. It's the same as back when Grandma died. In the span of a moment, the world is painted completely gray. The cemetery is totally silent tonight. It's really calming. Same day. Oh no. I don't like that. No mail. I don't think it's scary at all. It's the place where my beloved grandma rests after all. I'd welcome Grandma's ghost any time. The moonlight gently illuminates my surroundings.
お月様、綺麗だな。
For a while, I'm totally entranced by the moon floating in the night sky. If there were two moons, we'd be in trouble.
おばあちゃんの法要、晴れてよかった。マユシーは雨女らしいから心配してたんだけど、お母さんたちからは雨を降らさないでって頼まれちゃうし。
If anyone's a rain spirit, it's you, Mayuri. Mayuri. I keep saying May, it's Mayuri. I look down at Grandma's grave and smile. In front of the grave is a bouquet of lilies and some dango that I offered. These two things are absolutely necessary for visiting Grandma's grave. So this universe, she might not have died that day, but she died eventually. Just then. I suddenly sense someone's presence and look up. I look around. Nobody's here. The same sights are all around me, with no changes from before.
今、誰かいたような気がするけど、気のせいだったのかな?
What did she do by changing the timeline? I wish we could have seen like what world line we're in now. I look around again. But as I thought, I'm the only person here. Still, I'm sure I felt someone nearby at a moment ago. I tilt my head, confused.
誰かが肝試しにでもやってきたのかなって思ったけど、肝試し。
I feel like that someone had mentioned a test of courage to me.
そんなわけないのに。変なの。
So she doesn't have a full-on steinsgate, but... well, a reading Steiner. But she's definitely more sensitive than others, most likely because of all the times that she's been involved in the time leaps directly. I'm the only person here. Maybe I fell asleep for a moment and then it was just a dream. The sort of dream I always get when I start nodding off in class after lunch. Today was pretty busy with Grandma's memorial service after all. Maybe I'm just tired. After the service, I said goodbye to my mom and everyone and came here to visit Grandma's grave. I squat down in front of the grave and put my hands together.
おばあちゃん、今年もおばあちゃんが大好きだったお団子、ちゃんと作ってきたよ。もちろん、おばあちゃんが教えてくれた作り方で。
So, I'm guessing it's pretty common to put flowers and food at gravestones in Japan, but is there any problem with like the food and stuff rotting? Like, is there like an allotted time where you're expected to come back and clean it up, or that maybe a caretaker does that? Like, because like it'd obviously be disrespectful unless everyone kind of agreed on a set way to do that. So I'm wondering, does anyone know like what the customs are when it comes to like the cleanup, or do you just let the food sit out and get, taken by the animals and nature? The stars in the night sky twinkle like they're agreeing with what I said.
おばあちゃんが死んじゃう前に、一緒にお団子を作れてよかった。ちゃんと約束を守れてよかったって、法要のたびに思うの。
Aww.
一歩間違えちゃったら、おばあちゃんとの約束を守れなかったかもしれないから。
The day before Grandma died, I had made plans to make dango with her. But on that day, my friends invited me to go to the summer festival, so I was thinking about putting my plans with Grandma off for another day. However, Mom told me to keep my promises, no matter how small they may seem. I decided not to go to the summer festival and went to visit my grandma's house.
おばあちゃんとマユシーの約束を、なんでお母さんが知っていたんだろうって、今でも不思議なんだけど。なんでだろうね、おばあちゃん。
That day, Grandma and I made an ate dango together and had a great time, but after a while she collapsed. I called Mom as fast as I could, and Grandma was carried off to the hospital in an ambulance. However, she still passed away in the middle of the night, so it was really unavoidable. If I had broken my promise with Grandma that day, I bet I would have regretted it so much.
実はね、おばあちゃん。たまにおばあちゃんとの約束を破っちゃった夢を見ちゃうんだ。とっても怖い夢。
A dream where I'm trapped in a gray world and I can't hear or feel anything.
でもね、決まって必ずマユシーを助けてくれる人がいるの。その人はマユシーが怖い夢を見るたびにどこからかやってきて、夢の中でマユシーを助けてくれるの。知らない人のはずなんだけど、何度も夢に出てくるせいかな。初めて会ったような気がしなくて、昔どこかで会ったような気がして。
So I don't think I know him is like what it should say there. I wonder why. I suddenly feel a tightness in my chest.
あれ?
Before I know it, a tear falls from my eye and surprises me.
悲しいことなんて何もないのに。
The tears start falling down my cheeks one after another. I don't know why I'm crying, and I have no idea what to do. I feel like I've lost something very dear to me. I have a feeling, but I don't know what it is. God, that'd be so frustrating. And it's also kind of terrifying, because this happens to me sometimes too, where like I'll just suddenly get really sad, and I have no idea why. It's very sad and painful. If only Grandma were around for times like this.
おばあちゃん、会いたいよ。
I take pocket tea out, put it up to my ear and close my eyes. Pockety? I remember the way Grandma would always smile when she listened to what I had to say. When I do this, I feel like Grandma's with me. I don't know why, but I start to feel a little less lonely and uneasy. Oh, is that like a little toy or something, right? I kind of remember it, but it's been a while. However, the feeling of having a hole in my heart doesn't change. Oh, fetch! Wow, yeah. Definitely time has passed. Fubuki. Okay, so we're talking about... I love you, Mayuri. I'm so anxious for summer Kamima that I just wanted to give you a big kiss. These two things aren't related. You say, yeah, they couldn't be more related. We finally get to wear Dogi cosplay. That's all thanks to you convincing Kaeda-chan, Mayuri. I'm crazy grateful to you. You know what? As thanks, I'm inviting you to May Queen today. Aw, very sweet. And then her response is, yay, let's go now. So she still has her friends. That's good. I had to check that. 1 year passed. Well, she didn't die. So this is 2011. This would be timeline of 0. So I wonder if we'll see any overlap. Because remember, this was written before 0. But I'm guessing they already had a good idea of what was going to happen. Exam studies have gone extra tough ever since I became a 3rd year. My upcoming summer break will probably be spent mostly in cram school. Still, I've decided that I'll definitely make time to participate in summer Kamima. I've been steadily making preparations. Winter Kamima will be right before exams, so I think I think going to that might be asking a little too much of myself. So I want to enjoy summer Kamima as much as I can to make up for it. Mayuri, Fubuki-chan, Kaede-chan are planning on going on Magical Girls for the Domadogi this year. Now I'm going to look at the tip and then we're going to look at that message. So fictional shorthand for a magical girl, Domadogi. Despite being a magical girl anime, its protagonists face death at every corner, making the series known for its dark twists and turns. She even has a creepy little mascot character that follows her. That's based on Madoka Magica, which is a great series. And apparently, I saw that studio is doing another series that sounds very similar, but is more sci-fi it's like sci-fi magic rather than just magic. But I'm gonna give that a shot. Kaeda-chan. Making cosplay's tough, right? So about Fubuki-chan, she's crazy excited about the Domadogi outfits. They've got lots of frills, so they seem harder to make than usual. Are you gonna be okay? I'm perfectly fine with last year's outfits, haha. Sorry, I lost control. I'll help with anything I can, so feel free to ask. I know you're busy with entrance exam stuff, too. Thanks for working so hard. Yeah, so she's kind of saying... So, while Kaeda-chan definitely is willing, she sounds like she's not as excited. And then I think the Busho armor is harder to make. I like making outfits. I always want to wear one from Domadogi, so it's no problem at all. Oh, so she actually wears them in this. Interesting. I guess she kind of would, but she was never really for it. Like, I bet you she could be persuaded to put on costumes, but she definitely, she liked making them and seeing people in them more than being in them. Today's a long-needed day off, so I went to visit the maid cafe where Fubuki works part-time. She gave me a small bamboo branch as a present. Working at the maid cafe seems fun. I want to try it sometime. I got a small bamboo plant during college. It did pretty well until I moved, and it sat in the car too long and died. I'll definitely I'll definitely become a maid once exams are over. Mayuri's been lucky to enjoy so many fun days like this one. I'm more than blessed with great friends. But still...
なんでかな。時々何かが足りない気がする。足りないことなんて何もないはずなのに。
Oh, it hurts, dang it. I start thinking that I'm just spoiled by luxury. But at the same time, I feel like maybe that's not quite it. There's a hole deep in my heart, and it worries me once in a while when it starts hurting. That's not all. Sometimes I suddenly can't stop crying or start doing other strange things. Ever since visiting Grandma's grave last year, I have this strange worrying feeling, like I'm not quite myself. It's a gloomy feeling, like something's different, but I have no idea what. I stop and sigh.
ダメダメ。今日はせっかくの七夕なんだから、もやもやしてたら楽しめないし、気持ちを切り替えないと。
Is Tanabata a good festival for foreigners to visit? I'm guessing any festival is pretty fun, but like, is it one that would be like I could participate in? Because it sounds really cool, but I don't really know too much about what it's like attending. I just know a bit of like the lore around it and like some of the traditions, but like I don't know, like is that a good time to try and visit Japan, or are there better times to visit if you want to like do touristy stuff? I've got 2 trips to Japan in mind. One is I want to go to the countryside with like my whole family, but I do want to do a solo trip where I plan to do a lot of stuff in Tokyo because I want to go to Akihabara. I want to go visit Steinsgate and Mublev, like locales. Yokohama would be a place I'd want to go visit as well. So it'll be interesting. But yeah, if you guys ever have any links or things you want to send me, like post it in Discord. You can link in the description. You can send it to me there and tag me in it so I can kind of see, so I know what I'm doing more or less when I decide to go. Every year for Tanabata, I look forward to buying a small bamboo at the flower shop, hanging cards with wishes written on them, and eating dango while looking at a starry sky.
あ、そうだ。せっかくだし、このモヤモヤがなくなりますようにってお願いしてみようかな。
That's good. I get happy when I come up with a good idea and I look up at the night sky. But the sky is too bright from all the city lights, like there's a thin haze covering the whole thing.
やっぱり、ここからじゃ明るすぎて、星、あんまり見えないな。
Yeah. I was going to head straight home to Kamada, but I get caught up at the station's ticket gate. My pass is gone. That's strange. I'm sure I put it in my bag.
Oh.
That's unfortunate. That reminds me, I tripped and fell at the maid cafe I visited today and everything spilled out of my bag. Maybe I forgot to pick it up? I'll try sending a message to Fubuki-chan. Fubuki... Lost item. Sorry, but is my pass anywhere at the cafe? I think I lost it. But once I do, I realize something. Fubuki would still be on her shift, so she can't check her messages. I have no choice. I have to go back to the cafe. Now, did she never meet Ferris?
道間違えちゃったかな。
Oh gosh, what is going on now? This isn't the wide street with the maid cafe on it, it's a back alley. What should I do? I keep walking and looking around. I suddenly stop in front of an old building. Oh dear. Uh-oh, it's for rent. The first floor is a store selling old TVs, while the second floor window has a sign saying room available.
このビル。
What is this? Looking up at it makes me feel really sad for some reason.
あれ？ビルの屋上。誰かいる？
What the? It's too dark to tell for sure, but I feel like I saw someone's silhouette.
気のせいだよね。それに、別に誰が屋上にいたって、マユシーには関係ないことだし。
I mutter to myself as the gloomy feeling inside my chest swells bigger and bigger.
なんで、こんなに気になるの？
I can't help but feel curious about the shadow I saw on the roof. I try to ignore it and walk past the building, but my feet won't move. The feeling of wanting to check on the identity of the silhouette is too strong.
確かめなくちゃ。
I slowly walk up the building's old stairs. This is gonna be interesting. The staircase is pitch dark without a light to be seen, but I slowly climb to the roof. The building's rooftop is just as dark and totally silent.
誰かいますか？
Yeah. I look around and try calling out. However, there's no reply and no sign of anyone's presence.
マユシーの気のせいだったのかな？
I tilt my head looking at the night sky and notice that it's filled with stars. Huh.
わあ、秋葉からでも星って結構綺麗に見えるんだ。知らなかった。
Development around the station is thriving, so it's bright even at night, but there are a lot of old shops around this building, and most of the shutters are closed right now. All the empty buildings normally seem scary to me, but for some reason this place doesn't scare me at all.
なんでかな。すごく懐かしい気がする。
This should be my first time here, but it feels like it isn't. No, it's more than that. I feel like I finally returned.
会いたいよ。
Oh. I whisper this without realizing it. Who am I whispering to? I don't know. But I feel like there's someone really important to me who I haven't seen in a long time. Just like the legend of Tanabata. Yeah, that's the story like the hunter and like the lady, the princess.
ちゃんと会えたかな。
Yeah, I wonder if Orihime and Kikobashi managed to meet. I continue looking up at the night sky and imagine a couple who can only meet once a year. And if it rains, they can't even do that. They need to wait at least another year. That would be really disappointing.
でも、その分会えた時は、ものすごく嬉しいんだろうな。
Yeah, I bet.
もう二度と会えないより、ずっといいよね。
I look down at the small bamboo branch in my hand.
お願い事してみようかな。
I take a loose leaf piece of paper out of my bag and crease it in a long, thin rectangle and tear it into a strip by hand. I intend to wish for this gloomy feeling to go away, but I don't think that would be very interesting. I go with a different wish.
会いたいと思い合う人同士が、ちゃんと会えますように。
I write a vague wish onto the paper. I worry that I might be asking the gods for too much as I thread the string through the card and tie it to the bamboo branch. I grasp the bamboo branch with the card hanging from it and hold it up to the night sky.
願い事が天まで届きますように。
Aww. As usual, I was subconsciously searching for a star. I quickly find it. The one always shining in the same place, Polaris. The first star that Grandma ever taught me about. I gaze up at it and feel like I'm crying.
おばあちゃん、会いたいって思い合う人同士はいつかまたきっと出会えるって言ってたよね。それがご縁だって。マユシーは会いたい人がいるみたい。だけどそれが誰だかわからないの。会いたい人がわからなくても会いたいって願っていれば会えるのかな。
I stand on tiptoes, praying with all my heart, and extend the bamboo branch toward the North Star.
どうか会えますように。お願い届いて。
I wish as hard as I can. Then,
スターダストシェイクハンドか。
Holy fetch! There's a voice behind me. The moment I heard that low voice, my whole body trembles and I choke up. That voice is too nostalgic. I want to turn around, but I'm too afraid.
誰？
I'm still frozen on the spot and trembling as the figure, tremblingly ask the figure behind me.
椎名真由里、お前は俺を知っているはずだ。
How does he... Oh, wait. He retains memory, doesn't he? Ooh, boy.
なんでマユシーの名前。
俺はお前を知っている。ずっと探していた。
Go fetch. Ah! I'm suddenly embraced from behind. No, no, no. Holy crap. She looks really confused, which she should be. This is very strange. A nostalgic scent fills my lungs. This is an impossible situation. Yet mysteriously my heart is calm. There were tears falling from both my eyes.
マユシーのことずっと探していてくれてたの？
ああ、そうだ。
ど うして。あなたは誰？
子供の頃、お前は池袋に住んでいた。その時、近所でつるんでいたクソガキを覚えていないか？
His words bring the past back to me. That's right, after Grandma died, I moved to Kamada, where I live now. Until then, I lived in Ikebukuro. There was a boy a little older than me who I often played with, I think. He was full of curiosity and always getting into mischief. The grown-ups around town were constantly scolding him. I think his name was...
Rinta-kun?
Oh, man.
その呼び方は、また随分と懐かしいな。
Yeah. His sad voice makes my chest tighten up.
この世界線じゃ、マイリにとって俺は、昔よく遊んでいた少年 A に過ぎないんだな。
That's kind of the curse of reading Steiner here. Probably the thing that Mayuri, when she sent the email, never understood that she was doing. I like this picture better. It's so cute. They look like, wow, they really look like a couple right now. It embraces me so strongly I can barely breathe. I can tell that Rinta-kun is trembling just as much as I am.
卒業なんて、人質が勝手な真似を。この法王院京馬は絶対に認めんぞ。どこまでも逃がしてなんてやるものか。
Fetch. Hostage. Killing Kyoma. His exaggerated manner of speech. Everything is so nostalgic. Too nostalgic. It's nostalgic, but I still can't remember. And it breaks my heart. I can't stop crying.
まったく。手のかかる人質だ。どれだけ探したと思っている。
It strokes my head. Having my head stroked like this feels really pleasant.
マユシーを見つけてくれてありがとう。
Aww. That's the end? Fetch. Oh my gosh. Hey, it's a 0.19. Oh. Interesting. It wasn't even a 0. It was just a 0.1. Was it supposed to be a 0, or was that just like a super weird line? Ooh, interesting. Wow. Whoa, that was crazy. Whoa, man. Alright, now I want to take a quick look, because this is obviously going to be in the episode, but let's take a peek at what the chart looks like now. Okay, so it looks like we have more we would need to do before we can unlock like the future. No, I'm not ready for that yet. Alright, so we've done Okabe, we've done Daru, we did Ferris, and we did Mayuri. Now we have Moeka and Lukako, Suzuha, Mr. Braun, and Kurisu. Now, I know we need to do Kurisu, so I'm probably going to do hers next. And if we still haven't unlocked the next tier, I might go ahead and go with Moeka. Now, why would I pick Moeka? She's definitely not my favorite, but I think she's one of the least understood characters. And unfortunately, even though we get to know her a little bit in both Zero and in Steinsgate, it's such a limited view. I'm really curious to see what her story perspective would look like. But we're going to do Kurisu first. So next week we will start the Kurisu story, which apparently is very well tied with the Mayuri story. And a lot of you said that you think it would have been better if I'd done the Kurisu story first and then the Mayuri story. But I'm actually curious to see now, knowing that there is going to be some relation. I'm guessing we might see a replay from Kurisu's perspective of like the slumber party or something. I wonder how our perspective might be different by doing it backwards. But we'll have to find out. Because... yeah, I guess the world lines are a little different between the two. This one's in the 3.0, 0.0. Yeah, so a lot of these have been in the same one, but the Suzuha one, oh yeah, that's actually, ooh. Yeah, so I think I'm going to do Kurisu and then Moeka, and then if I still haven't unlocked it, our next choice would be Suzuha, Lukako, and then Mr. Braun. So we'll have to figure it out. But thank you so much for being here today. Thank you so much for joining me on the channel. This was a really emotional one for me. I didn't come out in the bawling, crying, but it really sent me into spiraling into my own thoughts and my own darkness. I think I have to agree that Mayuri and I are more similar than I am similar with like Okabe. I don't know if it's a fair comparison, because I definitely don't feel like I am like, oh, just like her. But the way she approaches things and like the kind of experiences she's had are very similar to me, and I relate with her a lot. I don't know if I would see myself as somebody who would like sometimes you see yourself like, oh yeah, I could see myself like falling for this person. I genuinely don't think I'd fall for Mayuri. She's adorable. I honestly think I would see her like a sister or just a good friend. Just genuinely because of the personality matchup. I'm not sure. It's a weird thing to contemplate with fictional characters, but I always do. And I definitely could see her being like one of the coolest friends to have, period. But anyway, thank you guys so much for being here today. Thank you so much for joining me on the channel. As always, it's a pleasure having you here. It's been fun. We got back into Muv-Luv. We're doing effectively the Linear Bounded Phenogram of the Muv-Luv universe on Monday. So, you know, of course, how the stars would align, I'd be playing these at the exact same time. But I highly encourage you to go over there. If you've played through Muv-Luv from Extra to Unlimited to Alternative, then you should absolutely go and check that out with me. Otherwise, thanks for joining me. Hope you find other things to watch on the series. There's plenty more to come in the future. Lots of exciting titles coming on the horizon, so keep your eyes on that. And before we get to most of those, remember right after this, I'm going to wrap up Steinsgate's stories by doing My Darling's Embrace, which will be a fun romp, I'm sure, and then we will probably move on to a different series. But yeah, lots of good stuff to come. So until the next video watching me, I've seen me next. I'll see you there.